development, and we are here to keep you informed. Good morning and welcome to Newsbirds at 11 on channel MOE. Bringing you updates from all views both in the country and beyond, I am Sharon Menza. Here are some headlines. Accra hosts African Political Party Summit aimed at economic transformation. In education sector, Honorable Haruna Idrisu pledges to continue late Murtala Muhammad's support for 47 medical students. Private schools under pressure calls grow for policy reforms as private schools face closure threats. Also in the Asante Kingdom, the Asante man to observe 1 week of mourning for departed Queen Mother. And in international news, Rwanda follows Ghana's lead with new national biometric ID system. Time for a quick break. We'll be right back with more in-depth details. Welcome back. This is Newsbirds on channel MOE with me, Sharon Menza. Always a pleasure to have you with us. Let's start off with the national news. Political leaders, policymakers, and governance advocates from across Africa have converged in Accra for the 2025 African Political Party Summit. This year's gathering is centered on driving economic transformation through stronger inter-party collaboration under the theme From Politics to Prosperity. Opening the summit, the Vice President to Ghana, Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman, emphasized the importance of a united front in addressing the country's shared challenges. She urged participants to focus on common goals like peace, unity, and development, even as individual perspectives may differ. The summit is expected to produce a roadmap for deepening cooperation among African political parties as part of broader efforts to accelerate growth, stability, and prosperity across the continent. Now to a story of legacy honored, the Minister for Education and Tamale South Member of Parliament, Honorable Haruna Idrisu, has pledged to take over the full scholarship of 47 medical students left behind by the late Dr. Ibrahim Murtala Muhammad. The commitment was made during the third-day funeral rites in Tamale, where the students paid a heartfelt tribute to the late MP, who had established an education fund to support brilliant but needy medical students. Dr. Murtala, who tragically died in a helicopter crash on August 6, was widely known for his dedication to youth development and education. Honorable Idrisu assured mourners that the students' academic journeys will continue uninterrupted, promising to see each of them through to graduation. Now to the education sector. Pressure is mounting for private schools to be recognized as key players in the country's education system. At the third annual Education Leadership Summit held at Bonso Koko Research Institute, stakeholders warned that a lack of government support could push hundreds of private schools out of operation, potentially denying thousands of children access to formal education. Since 2020, more than 180 private schools have shut down following their exclusion from the free SHS policy. Sector leaders are now calling for targeted policy reforms, including government subsidies for compliant schools. Meanwhile, the National Schools Inspectorate Authority is requiring all pre-tertiary private institutions to obtain licenses and meet full compliance standards by July 2024, a move seen as necessary by regulators but daunting for many schools already under financial strain. In a display of brainpower and speed, 350 students have been recognized for their exceptional mental arithmetic abilities at the 14th UC Mass National Competition. The event was held at the Pentecost Convention Center in Kaswa in the Central Region, drawing participants from 140 schools across the country. The competition challenged students to solve 200 arithmetic problems in just 8 minutes using the universal concept of mental arithmetic system, UCMAS. Participants relied on abacus-based visualization and rapid mental calculation techniques to showcase their speed, accuracy, and critical thinking skills. Organizers say the program is helping to boost academic performance, with students reporting greater confidence and improved abilities in math and other subjects. As the 2025 WASI continues, Africa Education Watch is raising fresh concerns over unchecked exams malpractice in Ghana's schools. The Education Policy Group says far too few cheating cases are being reported from exam centers despite overwhelming evidence during marking. Between 2018 and 2023, just over 400,000 collusion cases were reported by exams officials. Yet WAEC detected more than 82,000 during the script marking process. That's less than 2% being flagged in real time. EduWatch points to school pass rate targets, national rankings, and the involvement of some staff and security personnel as key drivers behind the problem. With the exam still underway, the big question remains, will integrity finally take center stage? Still on the exams topic, the West African Examinations Council, WAEC, has increased the number of examination depots nationwide from 169 to 176 for this year's WASI. The move aims to reduce the distance between the depots and exam centers, helping to ensure exams start on time across the country. Dr. Rosemond Wilson, head of WAEC's national office, said all depots have been reinforced with enhanced security measures. Senior WAEC officials and security personnel conducted thorough inspections before the exams began to safeguard the integrity and safety of the question papers. Ghana prepares to observe a period of mourning for a revered royal. The Asante Mon Council has announced a one-week observance to mark the passing of the Asante Hima Nana Kunedu Yadom III. The decision was made official at a meeting held at the Menchia Palace and confirmed in a statement signed by the Deputy Chief of Staff, Ambassador Nana Ifa Apenting. The week of remembrance will begin on Thursday, August 21, 2025, following the death of the 98-year-old Asante Hima on August 7. Nana Kunedu Yadom III reigned for 8 years, having succeeded Nana Efia Kubi-Sewa Ampem II in 2017 at the age of 90. Looking at digital innovation across Africa, Rwanda has adopted its own national biometric identification system called the Rwanda Card, a project widely seen as following the successful example set by Ghana. Ghana is recognized globally for its successful nationwide digital ID system, which serves multiple identification purposes for citizens and residents alike. Rwanda's National Identification Agency has begun a registration exercise with biometric data capture set to start in September. The new digital ID is planned for full rollout in 2026, marking a major step forward in the country's identification infrastructure. In a major move for Ghanaian football, Black Queens forward Chantel Boyer-Clocker has signed a 2-year contract with Nottingham Forest women's team, stepping up to England's top tier following a standout spell with London City Lioness. Chantel has been instrumental in the Lioness Championship, winning season, scoring 6 important goals, including a decisive header on the final day that sealed their promotion. Nottingham Forest has welcomed her ahead of the new season, hopeful that she will bring the same impact at the highest level. The Ghana Football Association has increased the prize money for the 2025-2026 Ghana Premier League season to a record of 2 million Ghana cedis, or about $200,000 for the league champions. Additionally, each club will receive 1 million Ghana cedis upfront to support preparations. Despite this boost, Ghana remains just outside the top 10 African leagues in terms of prize money, trailing behind countries like Nigeria, Ethiopia, and Algeria. South Africa leads with $1.1 million for its winners, followed by Morocco, Egypt, Tunisia, and Tanzania. The question now is whether this new prize structure will give Ghanaian clubs the financial edge needed to compete more effectively in continental competition. Still in football, the Ghana Football Association, GFA, has amended its statutes to extend the presidential term limit from 2 to 3 or 4-year terms. The change was approved by a decisive vote during the 31st Ordinary Congress held in Pram on August 12, 2025. Out of 123 delegates, 114 supported the amendment, 6 opposed, and 3 abstained. This revision alters the 2019 rules that previously restricted the presidency to 2 terms. As a result, incumbent GFA President Kurt Okraku, first elected in 2019, is now eligible to run for a 3rd term when his current mandate ends in 2027. From the global music stage to the issue of gender equality, Nigerian Afro-pop sensation Tems has opened up about the challenges women face in the music industry, telling the BBC that respect for female artists remains limited. The 2-time Grammy winner revealed that early in her career, she struggled to be taken seriously and faced tough choices many weren't willing to confront. Despite Afro-pop's massive global rise, the genre continues to be dominated by male artists, with stars like Burna Boy, Davido, and Wizkid leading the scene. Female artists such as Tiwa Savage and Yemi Alade have also spoken about the barriers posed by gender biases in the industry. A major shakeup is brewing in the luxury SUV world. BMW is stepping into the luxury off-road arena with plans to launch a rugged SUV built on its X5 platform. The automaker showcased its off-road intentions through the X Off-Road package on the 2025 model, signaling a move to expand its lineup. This new utility vehicle aims to challenge the iconic Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon, marking BMW's entry into the competitive luxury off-road market. We've reached the end of our news segment on Newsbit. Thank you for tuning in to Channel MOE. Remember, you can always catch more updates on our Facebook and YouTube platform. Just search for Channel MOE. I am Sharon Mensah, wishing you a good morning.